Speaker to second the motion as ably moved by my honorable colleague. I so second, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Those in support, please say aye. Those against, please say nay. The ayes have it. 45th order of the day is consideration of a bill for an act to establish a regulatory framework for the water resources sector in Nigeria, provide for the equitable and sustainable development, management, use, and conservation of Nigeria's surface water and groundwater resources, and for related matters. And members will recall that the bill was committed to the Committee of the Whole on Thursday, 23rd July 2020. Honorable Sada Soli will move for its consideration.
Mr. Speaker, my name is Sada Soli, representing Jibia Kaita Federal Constituency. I'm from Katsina State, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move for the consideration of report on a bill for an act to establish a regulatory framework for the water resources sector in Nigeria, provide for the equitable and sustainable development, management, use, and conservation of Nigeria's surface water and groundwater resources, and for related matters. HB 92, I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Jaga.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, my honorable colleagues. I remain Mohammed Umar Jaga, representing Aleru Gondo Jaga Federal Constituency. I rise to second the motion ably moved by my honorable colleague, Honorable Sada Soli Jibia. I so second.
Okay. Those in support to say aye. Those against to say nay. Ayes have it. 26th order of the day is consideration of a bill for an act to repeal the Adeyemi College of Education, paragraph 1 of the first schedule of the Federal College of Education Act, Cap F8, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, and enact the Adeyemi Federal University of Education, Ondo, for the promotion and development of teacher education in Nigeria and for related matters. Honorable members will recall that the bill was committed to the Committee of the Whole on Thursday, 21st November 2019. Honorable Makinde Abiola will move for his consideration. So, Honorable Makinde here.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable members, I'm Honorable Abiola Peter Makinde, representing Ondo East West Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Ondo State. I rise to move for the consideration of a bill for an act to repeal the Adeyemi College of Education, paragraph 5 of the first schedule in the Federal Colleges of Education Act, Cap 5 F8, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, and enact the Adeyemi Federal University of Education, Ondo, for the promotion and development of teacher education in Nigeria and for related matters. I so move, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Honorable Jafar, can you second, please?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues. Honorable Jafar Abubakar Magaji is my name. I'm representing Mubi North, Mubi South, and my federal constituency of Adamawa State. I rise to second the motion, ably moved by the honorable colleague. I so second.
Those in support, please say aye. Those against, please say nay. Ayes have it. The 47th order of the day is consideration of a bill for an act to establish the Federal University of Agriculture, Jalingo, and for related matters. Honorable members recall that the bill was committed to the Committee of the Whole on Wednesday, 11th March 2020. Honorable Fulata, please move for its consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I am Abubakar Sanfulata. I represent Berniwa, Krika Sama, Guri Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker. I'm from Jigawa State. Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration of a report on a bill for an act to establish the Federal University of Agriculture, Jalingo, and for related matters, HB 750. I so move.
Any seconder? Honorable, who? You are referring me to somebody, Honorable Maki. Okay, Honorable Mansour. Honorable Mansour, please second.
Mr. Speaker, right honorable colleagues, my name is Mansour Wanesoro. I represent Daras Ugunjua Federal Constituency. I am from Bauchi State. I rise to second the motion ably put by my colleague. I so second.
Those in favor, please say aye. Those against, please say nay. Ayes have it. The 49th order of the day is considered of the Committee on Finance, Customs and Excise and Public Petitions on the curious proposed concession arrangement between Consortium Bionica Technologies West Africa Limited, Bermangs Security Consultant and Supplies Limited, African Finance, and Huawei, and the Nigerian Customs Service and Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission for the Customs Modernization Project. Honorable members recall that this report was laid on Tuesday, 21st July 2020. Honorable James Abiodun Faleke will move for the consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is James Abiodun Faleke. I represent Ikeja Federal Constituency. I'm very, very proud to be very close to the Mushi people and not the Okija Shrine. Honorable colleagues, I move that the House do consider the report of the Committee of Finance, Customs and Excise, Public Petitions on the curious proposed concession agreements between Consortium Bionica Technologies West Africa Limited, Bagnat Security Consultant Supplies Limited, African Finance Corporation, and Huawei Service and Nigeria Customs Service and Infrastructural Concession Regulatory Commission for the Customs Modernization Project and approve the recommendation therein. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Princess, can you second?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Princess Miriam Odinaka Onwa. I represent Ise Alambano, Onemo, Okigwe Federal Constituency. I'm from Imo State. I rise to second the motion. If they moved by Honorable Faleke, I so second.
Those in support, please say aye. Those against, please say nay. The ayes have it. The 50th order of the day is consideration of the ad hoc committee on the need to investigate the arbitrary breach of presidential directives on the suspension of top management and executive committee members of Nigeria's Social Insurance Trust Fund and other government agencies by ministers. Honorable members will recall that the report was laid on Thursday, 23rd July 2020. Honorable Princess Miriam Nonoha will move for its consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Princess Miriam Odinaka Onoha. I represent the people of Isi Alambano, Onimo, Okigwe Federal Constituency. I am from Imo State. I rise to move that this House do consider the report of the ad hoc committee on the need to investigate the arbitrary breach of presidential directives on the suspension of top management and executive committee members of the Nigeria Social Insurance Trust Fund, NSITF, and other government agencies by ministers and approve recommendations therein. I so submit.
Honorable seconded? Okay. Deputy Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, honorable colleagues. My name is Vincent Ekene Ofumelo, honorable member representing the good people of Oyi and Diamond Federal Constituency of Anambra State, including the late Chubal Kadibo for you. I rise to second the motion heavily moved by my colleague, Princess, who has moved it. I so second.
Thank you. Those in support, please say aye. Those against, please say nay. Ayes have it. 51st order of the day is consideration of report of the Committee of Niger Delta Development Commission on the need to investigate the alleged financial malfeasance and other activities in the Niger Delta Development Commission. Honorable members will recall that the report was laid on Thursday, the 23rd July 2020. Honorable Olubumi Tunji Ojo will move for its consideration.
Mr. Speaker,
Oh, is here now? Yeah. No, let him go ahead. Fulata.
in consultation with Honorable Ojo, I move that the constitution of this board be stepped down in view of the fact that the report has not been circulated to members. We need to circulate the report to members to study and digest, then debate it before its consideration. So I move that the constitution of this report be stepped down by the leave of the House.
But you do realize it's a very important report. Honorable Ojo, you have not circulated your report?
Not yet, sir.
How voluminous is your report?
Just 28 pages.
Just? That's about 30 pages. Honorable colleagues, it's important when we have very serious issues and matters for consideration or for debate on the floor that advance copies. This is something that has been on the front burner for a while. I don't know how. Anyway, sorry, yes, go ahead.
Your Excellency, the Speaker, respected colleagues, I think, like you did mention, this is something that has been the front burner. And I think for us to do justice and fair to the report, I want to urge the House to kindly allow this report to stay down so that we can read and digest. And anytime we're coming back to do consideration, we'll be able to take an informed decision that everybody will be happy with at the end of the day. This is my plea. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, that was the point I was trying to make, that when we have weighty issues like this, we should have advanced copies for members to be able to, I don't know what we're going to be able to consider now. That, Honorable Joe and the Chairman Business, please can, well, we're going away today, but okay, Bata, step down. The 52nd, I think. No, we have a sorry, gentlemen. We have a supplementary order paper with 2 matters for consideration. Yes, the next matter, the 2 matters on the order on the supplementary order paper that they have to be considered is that the House do consider the report of the Committee on Justice on a bill for an act to amend the Legislative Houses Powers and Privileges Act 2017 to prescribe the offense and punishment for contempt of legislative houses, provide punishment on the police or any other law enforcement agent that refuses to arrest any person as directed by a legislative house, to provide exception to the kind of person to be compelled by a legislative house, such as the president, the executive governor, and the deputy and their deputies, diplomats and their agents, representatives of international organizations such as the United Nations, the African Union, the European Union, ECOWAS, and Commonwealth, and to preserve the legislative powers of a legislative house and guarantee the principle of separation of powers and for related matters, and approve the recommendations therein. Honorable Osby.
Just federal constituency in Nigeria. Mr. Speaker, I pray that this House do consider the report of the Committee on Justice on a bill for an act to amend the Legislative Houses Power and Privilege Act 2017 to prescribe the offense and punishment for contempt of legislative houses, provide punishment on the police or any other law enforcement agent that refuses to arrest any person as directed by a legislative house, to provide exception to the kind of persons to be compelled by a legislative house, such as the president, the executive governor and the deputy, diplomats and their agents, representative of international organizations such as United Nations, the African Union, the European Union, ECOWAS and Commonwealth, and to preserve the legislative powers of a legislative house and guarantee the principle of separation of power, and for related matters and approve the recommendation therein. Mr. Speaker, I wish to say that there's a slight amendment because this report contains 3 bills that was considered, which is House Bill 250, 510, and 898. So please, they should make the correction. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Ogene from Lagos. Can you second?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Ogene Ego. I represent the good people of Amuodo of Federal Constituency Lagos. And as you know, I'm a Lagosian. I wish to support the report that is simply provided by me.
Did you just say you're a Lagosian? What's your name again? Huh? Ogene Ego. And you're a Lagosian. Have you seconded? Those in favor, please say aye. Those against it say nay. Ayes have it. The second matter on the other paper for consideration is the bill for an act to repeal the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act 2004 and enact the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Bill 2020 and for related matters. Honorable House Leader, please move that we consider the report. Leader.
Right, Honorable Speaker, honorable members. Ado Dogwa is my name. Honorable members, I'm representing Dogwa to the Wada Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Kano State. I rise this afternoon, Mr. Speaker, to move that a bill for an act to repeal the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act 2004 and enact the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Bill 2020 and for related matters, HB 1031, the Senate bill, be considered here. Your Excellency, honorable members, this is a bill that is presented to this floor from the Senate for concurrence. And I would like to believe it's obvious that in the spirit of bicameral institutional coexistence of the National Assembly.
No. Chairman, I thought we had already, this was the same bill. It was meant to, it's supposed to be coming for consideration today. That's what you're supposed to be moving, that it comes for consideration. In your absence, when you went for the official assignment, he had already moved for the second reading. Yes. So basically just for it to go to Committee of the Whole for consideration of the report.
Okay, thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for that guidance. Honorable members, I therefore rise to move that the House do resolve to Committee of the Whole to consider reports for the consideration of some of these reports. Your Excellency, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I so move. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Fulata, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I am Abubakar Samfulata. I represent Borneo Krika Samaguri Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from the Gao State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion ably moved by the Leader of the House. I so second.
Those in support, please say aye. Those against, please say nay. Ayes have it. Honorable colleagues, I just got a correspondence from the Ministry of Finance, and I think it's important that I announce it in the interest of transparency and accountability. I have a letter from the Federal Ministry of Finance, the letter of appreciation, re-donation of 139.4 million to the federal government in support of the eradication of COVID-19. It gives me immense pleasure to acknowledge and most sincerely thank you for your generous and cash donation of 139,544.38 to the federal government towards efforts at eradicating the COVID-19 pandemic. The cash donation was received through COVID-19 eradication support account number 0020054161407, opened with the Central Bank of Nigeria. Consequently, I attach the original copy of official receipt issued by the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation. The government and people of Nigeria indeed appreciate your kind gesture. Please accept assurances of my warm regards. Mrs. Dr. Zainab Shamsuna Ahmed. Thank you. So this is from the salary donations, the 2-month salary donations, and I thought it was important that members know where the money has gone. Thank you. House Leader, please move that the House to resolve into the Committee of the Whole to consider the bills and reports. Before you do that, because I'll be taking my leave so that the Deputy Speaker can chair the Committee of the Whole. Honorable members, I wish us all well as we go on our customary 6-week, I believe, vacation. I wish you all well. I pray that you will stay safe. Let's follow the COVID protocol. Let's communicate with our constituents the importance of staying safe. I wish you all well and safe return in September. Thank you and God bless you. Leader, you move, then the DDS can take over.
I always get confused because of the address of that boy, sir.
Leader, what did you say? DS, I think he's talking to you.
Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, right honorable members, I rise to move that this House do resolve to the Committee of the Whole to consider reports. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I respectfully move. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I remain Honorable Godwin Elumelu, and I represent the good people of Anyocho Shimili Federal Constituency. I'm proudly from Delta State. I rise to second the motion ably moved by the House Leader. Huh? Proudly, proud. I'm very proud. Very proud. Because very soon, Deputy Speaker will join in producing oil. So.
Okay. Chairman, Business and Rules, thank you for keeping us here till 5 o'clock. Please don't do it again. Those in support that we reverse to the House. You seconded that the House will dissolve to the Committee of the Whole. Please say aye. Those against, please say nay. What? Honorable, the gentleman from Imo State, you are a ranking member of the House. Many of us look to you for guidance. We have asked to adjourn to dissolve to Committee of Whole to continue the business of legislation. You said no. Can you stand up and tell? I hope you know that your constituents are watching. Today is Thursday. You say you are from Lagos?
I didn't say I'm from Lagos.
You are denying your constituency?
I just want to say we're enjoying your administration, so we should stay with you. That's what I'm saying.
But where are you from? Where are you from?
I live in Lagos, but I'm from Imo State.
Ladies and gentlemen, those in support, we'll put the question again. Those in support that will dissolve to Committee of the Whole, please say aye. Those against, please say nay. Who was that? The ayes have it. DS, don't forget to bring your disinfectant or what those things you carry around.
They are in order. Respected colleagues, thank you very much, and I will beg and crave for indulgence so that you give us the maximum cooperation to be able to discharge all these bills before us. Thank you. The first bill to be considered is for an act to provide for the establishment of the Modibo Adama University Yola and for its related matters. I invite Honorable Leader to give a synopsis of the bill. Leader. Modibo Adama. Leader. That's someone's asking. Is it an executive bill? Or you are the one sponsoring it? Thank you. It's not an executive bill. Because, yes, sir.
Right, Honorable Chairman, honorable members. This bill for an act to provide for the establishment of the Modibo Adama University, Yola, and for related matters, HB 647. As usual, Mr. Chairman, honorable members, is here for concurrence from our sister chamber, the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I think without taking much of our time, an establishment of a university, especially in a region like the Northeast region, Your Excellency, honorable members, is something that I think is paramount. And I want to plead with my members seated here for this consideration to please allow it pass so that we can be able to establish this institution and effect necessary amendments as the bill proposed. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
In favor of clause 1, standard parrot bill. Clause 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Thirty-one? Where's 31? Schedules. Memorandum. Explanatory memorandum. Short title. Long title. Thank you. Respected colleagues, the second bill to be considered is for an act to repeal the Arbitration and Conciliation Act, Cap A18 Laws of Federation of Nigeria 2004, enact the Arbitration and Mediation Bill to provide a unified legal framework for the fair and efficient settlement of commercial disputes by arbitration and mediation, made applicable the Convention on the Recognition of Enforcement of Foreign Arbitral Award, New York Convention, to any award in Nigeria or in any contracting state. You don't have that? Thank you. But yeah, the first to raise the award in Nigeria and any contracting state arising out of international commercial arbitration, the Convention on the International Settlement Agreement resulting from mediation, the Singapore Convention, and for later matters, I now invite Honorable Mohammed Tahir Manguno to give us synopsis. This bill, was it considered last week?
No, it was not considered last week. It came up, but last week I was not around, so it was adjourned. It was stood down. Yesterday, the same thing, it was stood down because of my absence.
And why did you stand to be absent yesterday? Can you explain to the House why you were absent yesterday?
I went on official assignment. Okay. Okay, Mr. Chairman, honorable members, essentially what this bill seeks to do is to adopt the Singapore and the New York Convention to amend our Conciliation and Arbitration Act to bring it in tandem with the Singapore and the New York Convention so that our businessmen in matters concerning international arbitration and conciliation, everything is going to be fast, and then our arbitration and conciliation will be in tandem with international best practice. That is the whole essence of the bill.
Thank you. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 92, 93. Page what? It's upside 92. Thank you. 92. You see, Fulata are responsible for this law of diminishing return. The schedules. Long title. Thank you. Respected colleagues, the fourth bill to be considered is for an act to provide for the establishment of a Federal College of Agriculture Kirkasama, Jigawa State, to provide full-time courses, teaching instructions and training in agriculture and carry out its due administration and management and political matters. And I invite Honorable Flatter to give us synopsis. 30 seconds.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. This bill seeks essentially to address the problem of education and science, application of science to agriculture. Jigawa State is essentially an agrarian state. The establishment of such an institution which would integrate research findings and practical agriculture is very, very imperative. So this institution is essentially aimed at promoting research and agricultural practice. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. No, 26 is agricultural. It's past that one. It's university, not the qualification. It's the university. I called for the university. I jumped one. I made a mistake. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. It's university I called for. So you are looking at college education. I jumped that one. I know, I will go back to that one. The one I have called is the one I'm dealing with. We made mistake to call this thing. Number 45. Thank you. At least I will come to that, yes. 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. It's not me now. 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 111, 'What are the sources? $111, $112, $113, $114, $115, $116, $117, $118, $119, $120, $121, $122, $123, $124, $126, $127, $128, $129, $130, $131, $132, $133, $134, $135, $136, $137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 146, 147, 148, 149, 150, 151, 152, 153, 156. That was mixed up. I'm sorry. The schedules. Explanatory memoranda, long title. Maybe we just move to the other bill direct. Clause 1. That's number 43. Clause 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. The schedules, explanatory memoranda, long title. We finish. Yep. No, is that the one with this? The one with this 43. Well, we're doing 44. We're doing 44 now. We don't need the analysis about education. They allow us to jump. We're doing 44 now. Only 43. That's all. 44, please. Clause 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Schedules, explanatory memoranda, long title. Do you allow me to go to the next one? Like we did the other one. The bill for an act will repeal the academic qualification paragraph 1 of the first schedule of the federal qualification cap, this law federation 2004. Shall I go ahead? And I move just to the amended clause. Is it okay? Clause 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Schedules? The schedules. Thank you. Explanatory memorandum. Long title. The next bill for an act to establish Federal University of Agriculture, Jalingo, and related matters. Clause 1, Close one. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Schedules. Explanatory memorandum. Long title. We are now on 48. No, we are dropping this one. No, we are dropping 48. 49. 49. 49. We are not yet there. No. Thank you. The next for us to consider is a report of Joint Committee on Finance, Custom and Excise, and public petitions. Okay. Next to be considered is for was on the need to investigate the arbitrary breach on Presidential Directive of the suspension of top management and executive committee members of Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund and other government. Any need for the synopsis? Recommendations. Recommendation 1, 2, 3. This is for NSATF.
Mr. Chairman, my amendment is under the explanatory memorandum. I should read as follows. Okay.
Close one. Okay, I think the secretary is sorting out something, so we'll allow this one first. We'll go to brief on act to repeal the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act 2004 and to enact the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act 2020 and for matters connected by 2020. Colossus 1 to 10. 20, 10 to 20. 21 to 30. 31 to 40. 41 to 50. 51, 41 to 50, 51 to 50 to 60, 61 to 70, 70 to 71, 70 to 81, sorry, to 80, 80 to 81, 80 to 90, sorry. 90 to 90 to 100. How many clauses? Yes, it was stated it's really cumbersome, so I want to shorten it to read, this bill seeks to amend the Legislative Houses Powers and Privileges Act 2017 to preserve the said powers of the legislative houses and guarantee the principle of separation of powers. That's all.
Mr. Chairman, I wish to second the motions moved by my colleague Chairman. My name is Honorable Gono Ziribo. I'm from Imo State. I represent the good people of Umkwari, Suwangalanja, Federal Constituency. I rise to second the motion as moved by my colleague.
Flatter, you should write your amendment and forward it now for the proper documentation. Those in favor of the amendment say aye. Those against say nay. Let's have it. Explanatory as amended. Got it? Long title. Move that the House revert to plenary to report progress.
Can I do it seated? You know I'm growing old. My knees are paining me all the time. Right Honorable Chairman, honorable members, may I move that the House do revert to plenary to report progress. Mr. Chairman, honorable members, I so move. So, but I would like to complain, Honorable Chair. You know there is one official glasses that is meant for the two of us to share here, and he has taken complete possession of it, Honorable Ndudi Elumelu. So today I cannot even read my papers. He has taken complete possession of the glass that was officially meant for the two of us. Officially meant for the two of us to share, to use. Yeah, that glasses.
Thank you. I am Kiruka Onyejoch. I represent the good people of Isukwa Tumunuj, Federal Constituency. I'm from Abia State. I rise to second the motion that will revert to plenary to report progress. I so second.
Favor of the motion, say aye. Those against say nay. That's have it. House is hereby to revert to plenary to report progress. colleagues, the House and Committee of the Whole considered the report on a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of Modibo Adama University, Yola, and Fulton Matter. Approved clauses 1 to 30. They schedules the explanatory memoranda and the long title of the bill. Respected colleagues, the House in the Committee of the Whole considered the report on a bill for an act to repeal the Arbitration and Conciliation Act, capped A1A Laws of Federation of Nigeria 2020, and enact the Arbitration and Mediation Bill to provide a unified legal framework for the fair and efficient settlement of commercial disputes by arbitration and mediation, make applicable the Convention on the Recognition and Enforcement of Foreign Arbitration Awards, arbitral awards, New York Convention to award made in Nigeria or in any contracting state arising out of international commercial arbitration, the Convention on the International Settlement Agreement resulting from mediation, the Singapore Convention and related matter. Approved clauses 1 to 92, the schedules and the long title of the bill. Respected colleagues, the House and the Committee of the Whole considered the report on a bill for an act to establish the Federal College of Education, Brunua, Jigawa State, provide for full-time courses, teaching instructions and training in technology, applied science and arts, sciences, humanities and management, and for related matters. Approved process 1 to 23, the schedules and the long title. Respected colleagues, the Committee of the Whole, in the Committee of the Whole, the House considered a report on a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of a Federal College of Agriculture, Kirkasama, Jigawa State, to provide full-time courses, teaching instructions, and training in agriculture and carry out its due administration and management, and for related matters and approved courses 1 to 43, the schedules, the explanatory memoranda, and the long title of the bill. Distinguished respected colleagues, Honorable Sada, kindly take your seats. Thank you. The House and the Committee of the Whole considered the report on a bill for an act to establish a regulatory framework for the water resources sector in Nigeria, provide for the equitable and sustainable development management, use and conservation of Nigerian surface water and groundwater resources, and for related matters. Approved clauses 1 to 159, the schedules, the explanatory memoranda, and the long title of the bill. Respected colleagues, the House and the Committee of the Whole considered the report on a bill for an act to repeal the Adeyemi College of Education, paragraph 1 of the first schedule to the Federal College of Education Act, CAP, F8 Laws of Federation of Nigeria 2004, and enact the Adeyemi Federal University of Education Ondo for promotion and development of teacher education in Nigeria, and for related matters. Approved clauses 1 to 30, the schedules, the explanatory memoranda, and the long title for the bill. Respected colleagues, the House and the Committee of the Whole considered the report on a bill for an act to establish the Federal University of Agriculture, Jalingo, and for related matters. Approved clauses 1 to 28, the schedules, the explanatory memoranda, and the long title of the bill. Respected colleagues, the House and the Committee of the Whole considered the report of the Committee on Finance, Custom and Exercise, and Public Petition, the curious purpose on the curious purpose concession arrangement between Consortium Bionica Technology West Africa Limited, sponsored Bagman's Security Consultants and Supplies Limited, co-sponsors African Finance Corporation, led financier, and Hawaii-led technical services provider, and Nigerian Customs Services and Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission for custom modernization project. Approved clauses, recommendations 1 to 3 therein. 1 to 2 therein. Are we done? Leader, move for the adoption of the report of the Committee of the Whole.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Honorable Ado Dogwa, once again, is my name. Honorable members, I represent Dogwa Tudunwada Federal Constituency from Kano State. I rise to move that this House do adopt the report of the Committee of the Whole as read by the Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, I so move. Leader,
Yep. Whip. Second.
Nkiru Kaonye George, I second the motion as ably moved. I so second.
The motion say aye. Those against say nay. Let's have it. Chairman rules move for the suspension of our relevant rules to enable us take the third reading of those bills that we have so considered, so that we can the transmission can be effected.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I am Abubakar Fulata. I represent Berniwa, Krika Samba, Guri Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker. I'm from Jigawa State. Mr. Speaker, I move that we do suspend our relevant rules to take third reading of all the bills passed today. I so move.
Nkiru Kaonye George, representing Isukwatu Munoj Federal Constituency. I am from Abia State. I rise to second the motion as heavily moved by Chairman Rules and Business. I so second.
Those in favor of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. Let's have it. Clerk.
Honorable Speaker, honorable members, a bill for now to provide for the establishment of the Modibo Adama University, Yola, and for other matters. Third reading. Honorable Speaker, honorable members, a bill for now to repeal the Arbitration and the Competition Act, Chapter A18, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and now the Arbitration and Mediation Act to provide a unified legal framework for the fair and efficient settlement of commercial disputes by arbitration and mediation, make applicable the Convention on the Recognition and Enforcement of Foreign Arbitral Awards, New York Convention, to any award made in Nigeria or in any contracting state arising out of international commercial arbitration, the Convention on the International Settlement Agreements resulting from mediation, the Singapore Convention, and for later matters. Third reading. Bill for now to establish Federal College of Education, Baniwa, Jigawa State, to provide full-time courses, teaching, instruction and training in technology, applied science, arts, social sciences, humanities and management, and for later matters. Third reading. A bill for now to provide for the establishment of the Federal College of Education, Kiri Kansama, Jigawa State, to provide full-time courses, teaching, instruction, and training in agriculture and carry out its due administration and management, and for later matters. Third reading. A bill for now to establish a regulatory framework for the water resources sector in Nigeria, provide for the equitable and sustainable development, management and use and conservation of Nigeria's surface water and groundwater resources, and for later matters. Third reading. A bill for now to repeal the Adeyemi College Education, Paragraph 1 of the first schedule to the Federal Colleges of Education Act, Chapter F8, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and now the Adeyemi Federal University of Education, Ondo, for the promotion and development of teaching education in Nigeria, and for later matters. Third reading. A bill for now to establish the Federal University of Agriculture, Jalingo, and for later matters. Third reading. A bill for now to amend the Legislative Houses Powers and Privileges Act 2017. Third reading.
Read it. Read it.
a bill for an act to repeal the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act, Chapter Act 2004, and to reenact the Banks and Other Financial Institutions Act 2020 and other matters connected therewith. Third reading.
Read bills read the third time and pass. Approve the okay. 15th of September. Leader, move that will suspend our rules again to adopt votes and provision of today.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. I rise to move as directed by the Honorable Speaker that we suspend our relevant rules to adopt the votes on proceedings of today for obvious reasons. Your Excellency, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I so move. Honorable Flatter, what are you busy doing there? Mr. Speaker, let me take it again. Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, I rise as directed by the Honorable Speaker to move that we suspend our relevant rules to adopt our vote on proceedings for obvious legislative reasons. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. I so moved. Honorable Osai, Nicholas Osai, you are not on your seat, please. Can you go back to your seat? With your Concosia cap.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues, I am Kiruka Onyejo, I represent the good people of Isukwatu Munoch Federal Constituency. I am from Abia State. I rise to second the motion as heavily moved by the leader, I so second. That we adopt the votes and proceeding of today. Suspend our relevant rules so as to adopt the votes and proceeding of today. I so second.
Those in favor of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. That's have it. Leader, move now that we adopt the votes and proceedings of today. To adopt of today.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Speaker, and with due respect, sir, I thank you once again for aligning with Osai in this manner. Osai and Nicholas Osai. And as directed by the Speaker, I rise to move that we adopt the votes and proceedings for today. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Yes, we.
Right Honorable Speaker, I am Kiruka Onyejo, I represent the good people of Isukwatu Munoch Federal Constituency. I am from Abia State. I rise to second that we adopt the votes and proceeding of today. I so second.
For the motion, say aye. Those against say nay. Let's have it.
Or is is there anyone that wants to make an amendment to the date of resumption? You've all agreed. Is there anyone that wants to make an amendment to the date of resumption? As announced by the Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, thank you for giving me this singular opportunity, and I thank honorable members for their patience for today's. I am Honorable Ado Dogwa, representing Dogwa Tudunwada Federal Constituency from Kano State. Honorable members and the Honorable Speaker, I am of the APC branch, the leader of the Ninth House of Representatives by God's grace and by your leave. And I want to, on this very auspicious moment, move that this honorable house, the hallowed house of the Nigerian people, that we do adjourn till September 15th, 2020, as directed by the Honorable Speaker. I so move.
Seconder.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I remain Honorable Ndudi Godwin Elumelu, and I represent the good people of Anyocho Federal Constituency. In seconding the motion, let me also clearly state that those they have given 8 weeks to submit their report, 8 weeks, they should not go on research, they should do their work. I so second.
Those in favor of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. That's the House is hereby adjourned to Tuesday, 15 September 2020. What do you want? Colleagues, I want to beg that we go to my small office for a coffee. Thank you. No, I'm asking for other colleagues, not leadership.